Hey guys, so I know sometimes I make these random unscripted commentary videos, but this one came up because I'm currently doing research on Noasaurids. I'm currently reading this paper here on Indian Noasaurids. I will cite it in the description if you want to check it out. It's quite interesting. I was looking at some of the names mentioned, and unfortunately, a lot of them are very scrappy. Almost all of them are bits of vertebrae and stuff. When I was looking up these names to figure out what they were, this one website kept coming up consistently. As you can see here, I am currently looking at Ornithomimoides, which is a dubious genus because I'm pretty sure it's just caudal vertebrae. There's barely anything except for these two, which stand out. These are from the Dinosaur database, and it looks like a troodontid. And I click on it, and oh, it's AI. It's AI, and that's kind of weird. And then you look down, it's like, oh my god, there's so much AI in this entire website. If we go to the home page, they have a lot of stuff. And this could be interesting. This could be really useful because they have so many different creatures. And of course, not everything has paleontological art because of how obscure they might be. If you've researched something like Mesozoic squamates, you know the pain. There's just so much, and it's made me want to talk a little bit about paleoart and AI. If you couldn't already guess, I am heavily against the use of artificial intelligence in art and pretty much in everything, specifically generative AI. There are some medical uses that are okay, I can see that, identifying cancer tumors and stuff, but why are we using it to for this? The quality of these is very inconsistent. If we go back to that Ornithomimoides, it's probably a Noasaurid. It's indeterminate abelisauroid material. This looks like a scaly troodontid. The face, everything. And, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of Paleorex's work, but this doesn't look like what someone who knows this would think it is. Because, you can see here, it's literally just vertebrae, and, these are more one actual drawing of it. If we go to something like Indosuchus, what is this? What is this? It's supposed to be an abelisauroid, and they made it a friggin' Pseudotsuchiid looking ass. This looks like a Prestosuchus skull. This looks like a Prestosuchus skull, and body armor that's osteoderms. This is something that really bothers me, because abelisaurs can be quite ornamented. We know abelisaurs can be quite ornamented, but they didn't have crocodile armor. They had feature scales. They're just large scales, but that's something that AI would get wrong because, the Carnotaurus in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, the Carnotaurus in Disney's Dinosaur, they all have armor like this, and it's so weird. And now here there's just crocodiles. This isn't even close. What? I don't understand. And with the human-made art, it looks more like Majungasaurus, because Indosuchus is closer to Majungasaurus, which makes sense, and I'm a little bit confused. Does Indosuchus actually have... Does it actually have, an ulna and a radius and a humerus like that? I swear in... Okay, I'm gonna have to look this up. Indosuchus. Because there's no way. There's no way an abelisaur has that. 3 partial skulls. Protoparietal Yeah, no, there's no arms. There's no arms. Where did this come from? Is there something I'm missing? Hold up. This is gonna be... Oh. Okay. I guess we'll never know. I remember, I'm not gonna say good old days, but, the days when dinosaur paleo art was, somewhat safe from AI slop, because, you'd have to, put effort into the reconstructions, especially for novel things. Remember when everything had, a specific look? Everything looked like it had, the movie 65's design team work on it, and for some reason they get millions of views on YouTube, and it's what are we doing, guys? What are we doing? Nowadays, they're getting closer. This looks like an abelisauroid of some kind, which is bad. There's like no, actually no, now it looks like a tyrannosauroid. Wait, why are they different? I don't, what? Let's look at a more, okay, Corythosaurus, that's a pretty well-known dinosaur. Maybe this will be interesting. We have, is that a feathered Corythosaurus chick? Or baby or whatever? What's going on there? And what's going on with the hands? And these scales are so big. Corythosaurus did not have scales this big. But like, unfortunately, this looks believable. If like, it still has that AI je ne sais quoi about it, but this looks believable. This looks like something of Corythosaurus. But it's based off of the stolen work of thousands of paleoartists, which is really unfortunate. I don't understand why, like, look at Iguana Colossus. What the fuck?
My goodness!
Wait, no. Am I losing it? What the hell is going on here? This is, oh my god, let's look up, let's go and look up something, well known. Where is this? Ah, right there, Tyrannosaurus. Tyrannosaurus. It has a ton of paleo art from the past 5 years that is reasonably accurate, so, okay, we got, isn't this Tarbosaurus? From, like, what's that documentary called? Dinosaurs Now? No, it's... We've got Dino Raoul. Great to see Dino Raoul's T-Rex still around. Clash of the Dinosaurs T-Rex with the spikes. Huh. So for T-Rex, they... Oh, what is that? Zoom in on this bad boy. What is that? Look at that face! That'll haunt your dreams! Get it out of my screen! What is this from? None of these are from the past 5... These are all, like, before... these are all, like, before the All Yesterday's movie, except for this one. This is the closest to an accurate one we have here. And even then, it's got, the 2010s partially feathered look. These are all really old images of how did Okay, so, what about Triceratops? Let's look up Triceratops. And, of course, why does Triceratops have AI slop, but T-Rex doesn't? Like, I don't understand. And like these Triceratopses, what are they supposed to be? Horridus? Prorsis? I don't know. The AI doesn't know. What is this? Why is this one covered in spikes, but this one not? Even though are they both males fighting? That's what it looks like they're supposed to be. Why does this T-Rex have Jurassic Park syndrome again? Because every dinosaur has a bit of Jurassic Park in it. You can kind of tell from the eyes that this one has Jurassic Park's Triceratops in it. Man, let's do something more obscure. Noasaurus. They gave it panaceous feathers on its arms? Why? See, the worst part is that besides whatever the fuck this thing is, like it's got like Triceratops face with what looks like something from Albertus ceratopsin, or maybe even Pachyrhinosaurus just slapped on. This Noasaurus looks... It really hurts me to say this, but it looks alright. Which is not good. This is not good. This is not good at all. I didn't expect to find an actually serviceable AI Noasaurus. Let's do Velociraptor. Good ol' Velociraptor. This is definitely only as good as it is because Prehistoric Planet exists, but Why? Why? There's... Ugh! I haven't seen that in forever. That's... Ugh. God, get that off my... Are you telling me that out of all of these, the only accurate Velociraptor is fucking AI generated? Let's look at another obscure one. Let's do... Fukui Venator. Those look nothing alike. Like, what? These look like Pokemon evolutions. Like, this evolves into this. What is going on? And what are those grubs? That's nasty. Ugh. A Glacialosaurus? Oh, whoops, I spelled it wrong. Glacialosaurus. Okay, that's just a straight up theropod. I'm not tripping, right? Glacialosaurus isn't a theropod, it's a basal sauropodomorph, right? Yeah, it's a basal sauropodomorph. What the hell is this? What? Is there no quality control at all? Oh god. I didn't even touch sauropods. Oh. Let's do Ribachisaurus. This ought to be good. Why is it... What the f... Oh! Oh, that is nasty. Why is its back shaped like that? It has this weird growth and it's like... Is it supposed to be a hip bone protruding out? Doesn't look like it. Ugh. Does it have a dew claw? They do something more... Something with that people would take more issue if it gets wrong. Brachiosaurus. Ugh. This is better, but it really reeks of Papobrachiosaurus. I did not script that. What the fuck? Sorry if I'm swearing so much, by the way. It's not like me at all. This really just shows a trend that's happened a lot more recently with the rise of AI, and that is results over anything else. A lot of people who are into AI don't care about the process, the technical understanding, or even the intentionality behind it, behind what they're making. They just want something to be made. They want instant gratification, which is how our society now operates, unfortunately. And I'm not different from that too. I doom scroll. I like quick hits of dopamine, but it's not good. It's not good. And it's really sad that like something like this, which could be super useful for people, is just slop. In science in particular, this is bad because we don't want to have AI tell us what's real and what's not. Sure, dinosaurs and their accurate depictions aren't exactly the most important thing in the world. Even a pedantic nerd like myself can admit that, but it's a microcosm of the greater world. I had a statistics exam today, and somebody in the building said something about how ChatGPT could do the exam for him, and I was like, that's not the point. People didn't stop doing math once calculators were invented. People will often use this, say that you're a troglodyte, that you don't like new technology, and that this is just like when portrait painters went out of business because cameras existed. But that's not true. People still get portraits painted. Photography is a completely different art form. It doesn't do all the work for you. You can tell because bad photos exist. There's so much intentionality behind lighting, the lens. I don't know anything about it, but I can, even a complete ignoramus can tell it's different. AI does all the work for you. At the press of a button, you just write a single sentence and boom, it spits out garbage. And it doesn't matter how good it gets, it'll never be as good as someone sitting down and doing it themselves. And if you're somebody who thinks that AI might be an attractive option because you're not confident in your drawing skills, to that I say, you're wrong about your own skills. Everybody can draw. That's something I firmly believe. And if you don't believe me, why is it that literally every toddler who's able can draw? That has value. That has value because it's real human expression. Doesn't matter your level of technical understanding. It's real expression and it has value. A lot of times in my comments section, people will sometimes say that they wish that they could draw as well as me. And it puts me in a bit of a situation of feeling almost like I have imposter syndrome, because while people tell me that my art's great, there's other people whose art's better. And in my opinion, there's other people who I think are way better at art than me. And that's fine. It's fine because, and this is what I tell them, you always have to just continue doing what you love. It's not just blind practice, of course, you have to learn, but that's part of the fun. That old adage of that journey's better than the destination isn't bullshit. It's real. It's real, and I truly believe that AI is a complete rejection of that, which is bad. It's also used by corporations to cut out art, which is one of the few things that corporations don't currently completely control, and for people in power to get away with their crimes by flooding the zone with a bunch of bullshit. However, we're not going to get too much more into that because I don't want this to become a super long rant on the critiquing capitalism. If you enjoyed this video where I basically just talked off the top of my head about something I found vaguely interesting, please let me know. I might do more of these. Hopefully it'll get my upload schedule higher because I'm doing more projects that require more time. But take care, don't forget to do the YouTuber things, and I will see you sometime in the future. Bye.